Hello all, I am Ashani of Elysian Spirit Tarot, and I am here with your weekly energy reading for the week of January 5th through the 11th, okay? So this is from today all the way until Saturday. Now we have quite a few things going on this week. First thing that we have going on this week is the full moon in Cancer. And since the full moon is Cancer, it's really going to be focused and centered around family, how content we are, how we love, how we accept and receive love, how we give love, and safety, how safe we feel also. Security is another thing that will come up as well for the full moon in Cancer. We may be a bit sensitive and moody this week, but as long as we don't jump the gun, really get overly emotional, we should be great. Now, we are going to see what Spirit has to say for us this week through the tarot, my favorite way of divination. Let us see what Spirit has for the collective for the week of January 11th January 5th through the 11th. Very first card. What do you have for us, Spirit, this week? What is for the collective, for our highest, greatest good of all that are involved? No harm coming to any. No harm coming to, thank you, any. Okay. And we just want one more card. Highest and greatest good of all. All right. Right off the bat this week, we have, this will be a week of the Four of Swords kind of week. So this is a week where we really are taking a rest. I know that it's the beginning of a new year. Everyone wants to go hard. Everyone wants to work their asses off and, make sure that they keep those commitments they've made to themselves. But I am seeing this as a week of rest, kind of not going so hard at work, but reassessing, reevaluating what you have going on. And kind of really reorganizing, replanning, getting everything in line that you need so that when it does come time to get back at it, you're ready. We do need it, we all need a time to take a break and take a rest, okay? We all need that time. And this week is really going to be a time that you want to detox from the social media, take away those things out of your line of sight that may make you feel a bit down, a bit out. Connect with your family, connect with that love, connect with that joy, and really rest. Allow yourself to be unproductive as a way to strengthen the productivity in the future. Now, we have here the Four of Wands reversed, which lets me know that we are, this is a happy time. We're a little bit under the weather, but we're still happy. We still have a lot to celebrate, and that's one thing we need to remember this week. While things may feel under the weather, there are still things to celebrate. You still have things, you're in a new year, things in politics are looking crazy right now, so we have to kind of really try not to focus so much on the negativity. The Four of Wands, it's they're happy and they're appreciating life, but there's still kind of that dampening. Now, the Lovers has appeared reversed. So this has me that we may be questioning this week a lot about the relationships in our lives. We may be questioning whether we want them, whether things are going to work out with our loved ones, our partners. We may be questioning that. We may be questioning our values, our beliefs. What is it that we believe? What is it that we want? What is it that makes us who we are? And how can our partners benefit, or not benefit, kind of support that, But with these things, even though things are a bit moody, even though things are, we're happy, but we're still and we are questioning those romances in our lives and the connections that we have in our lives. Spirit is very clear. It's remember that you're in this for the long haul, okay? keep going, okay? We always find ourselves questioning the moments in our lives, like, are we supposed to be with this? We find ourselves questioning, like, are we supposed to be with this person? Do my family members really care? Do my friends really care? And even though I know the Lovers is definitely about a blessed union, this is definitely about a relationship, I do see the Lovers coming in this week as we're questioning all our relationships, not just our, not just the romantic ones. I feel we will be questioning all of our relationships this week and really seeing who makes the cut and who does not. And you have to really see the people in your life that make you feel secure, safe, and make you feel happy, because the Cancer is ruled by the moon, and we are in Capricorn season still. Sun will be in Capricorn all week long. So we are focused on family. We're focused on our social status. We're focused on the hard work. We're focused on who in the long run will add to our empire, I feel, in a way. And with the Lovers being reversed, maybe a lot of your relationships aren't making you as happy as you want them to be, so you need to reevaluate them and reassess them. But know that you still have to put in work. Everything takes work, okay? I love the Eight of Pentacles, because this man knows he's in it for the long haul, and he has his supplies on the side of him. He has everything he needs, and he still has that view of what it is that he's working towards. So you still have to keep in mind what you're working towards and all of that. Now, one thing that we do need to release this week, okay, is not using our heads, our brains. Use your brain this week. Do not allow your emotions to overcloud your judgment and say shit that you may regret in the end, okay? This is mental fortitude. This is logic. This is being able to use, facts to overcome an argument, overcome any type of situation you find yourself in. This is mental strength, and it's reversed. So this week we need to let go of not using our mental fortitude. I know it's really easy to get swept up in the emotion, how you feel, but your emotions actually tell you. Sometimes we don't know what we think. Our emotions give us clues to how we truly feel, what we're truly thinking. So I do think it'll be great for you. You should pay attention to your emotions, but you have to remember that your emotions come and go, okay? Your emotions are just like your thoughts. They come and go, they come and go. So try not to get so attached. Try not to be so involved in your emotions that you think before. You really should be listening this week instead of just jumping to conclusions. Really try to hear what the other person has to say instead of just, reacting. Now, we do have the Page of Pentacles here. So I am seeing that we may have this newfound, appreciation. This newfound kind of like, we want it, like, of our goals. We have this newfound focus of our goals. And we're looking at them with this new view. It's like when a kid first finds out what they want to be. We're kind of looking at our goals with this newfound curiosity. How can we make this work? What can we do differently? What are our new ideas, I love that he's looking at the sunflower, because this is appreciation. You're going to have a new appreciation, newfound appreciation and love of those goals that you're chasing after, because I feel that it's going to tie into the family. It's going to tie into the love. It's going to tie into those relationships that you're solidifying this week. You're going to find a new appreciation for what you're doing because it adds to that. All right. The very last person that we have here is the King of Swords. You may interact with the King of Swords this week. King of Swords is Gemini. It's Libra. And it is Aquarius, those air signs, okay? Pay attention to the air signs this week. Now, King of Swords is definitely someone that he's very logic ruled. He's very detached, okay? And maybe it would be a little bit good to detach from the emotion this week so that you make smart choices. He's kind of like that parent that you wouldn't come to him for, like, emotional advice. But if you wanted a business plan, you'd come to him. If you wanted to know how to, organize things, you'd come to him. So I definitely feel we need to tap into that King of Swords energy this week, where we're not really focusing. We're grounded, because this man is definitely grounded. If you see his feet, like, he's grounded. He he allows himself to transform from his experiences, okay? With the butterfly above his head, he allows himself to transform. And he's transforming using all the wisdom that he's gained, that greater knowledge that he's gained from his experiences. He uses that and he thinks things through, only uses the facts, and then he gives his answer. Okay, he moves everything like a chess piece. He's very, very much about strategy. So you have to figure out what is the most strategic way for you to you know, have these people in your life. What is your strategy for life? How are you going about your life? Are you just going to be an emotional wreck, just saying anything, or are you going to think things through? Okay, so this week I definitely do feel that, and the Lovers does represent Sagittarius, so there may be some Sagittarians out there this week that go through some emotional things. You may have some emotions. I do want to pick an archetype card, but this week is definitely all about that rest. And rest is not just taking a nap. It's not just lying down, but rest is also giving yourself the opportunity to really take a step back and look at everything without having to always be continuously working. You're taking that step back. You're laying down. You're not in your head. I love it because he's laying on top of the sword. The sword has laid down. So he's not trying to, you know, figure out plans. He's not trying to do any of that. That's in the background. He hung his that up. He hung his brain up. And right now he's just relaxing. The butterflies are coming through, which when I see the butterflies, I see that transformation. He's taking a step back to assess how he can, what he's done and how he can do things better in the future to transform. Okay, what is our, oh, here we go. This is our archetype card, the comic. The comic. That is our archetype card of the week, the comic. Let's see what it says. The comic is our archetype card of the week. The comic carries a remedy for all that ails this world, and amid the deepest pain and suffering, there is always the potential lift up and out of the darkness through laughter. Though dismissed by some as a lowbrow or unsophisticated, this archetype actually has a highly advanced mind. Some may use the word genius, as humor requires one to see the situation from afar rather than to be swept away by the drama. The comic sees and accepts the messiness of life, using it as material to be mixed and shaped into a potion to soothe the stressed and serious mind. They literally lighten us up, all right? Thus, within the comic is usually the sage or the magician, working healing magic upon any audience who will lend an ear. The comic may be an archetype that heals the division in our world, one pun at a time. I love this for this week, especially, like I said, everything we have going on politically, a lot of the things that we have going on internally. A lot of us feel like we have to be in this mode where we're constantly working, where we're just like crushing those New Year's resolutions. And it's so heavy right now. We all need a little bit of laughter. So I definitely recommend, with this being the archetype, that maybe you watch a comedy show, you know, maybe go to a comedy show, watch funny comedic movies, whatever it is that makes you laugh. They say laughter can definitely increase your, was it your life or something like that? Laughter helps, okay? So laughing may be a great way. Find the comic in your life this week and see what it is, how that can bring. I like how it said that the comic uses the humor and stuff like that to detach from the messiness of the world, because I feel like that's the King of Swords. The King of Swords detached from the drama. He's detached from the messiness of the world, even though all of it tries to pull him in. As you see, he's in the wilderness. He's not even near any of the cities or anything like that. Like, he's off alone by himself. So we do have to have an air of detachedness this week, because we, like I said, we have that the full moon in Cancer, which is an eclipse, which will bring up a lot of emotion. It will bring to the forefront a lot of our relationships, family, life, all of that stuff. So I pray that you have a great week. I pray that you use your head, not your emotions. And I pray that you find happiness in the midst of all of the chaos. All right, blessed be.